الحمد لله.
Assalamu alaikum guys, we're doing tea talks with Sultan and Aisha.
Yes, we
or
are.
Aisha and Sultan, whichever way around it goes. It's my channel, so technically Aisha and Sultan.
Here we go again. This is behind the scenes, guys. My channel, my everything, my home, my
Okay,
tea.
well technically everything that's yours is mine, everything that's mine is mine, so.
The rules of Islam.
Anyway, jokes aside, so today we're talking about what it's like here in Istanbul. We have a few stories to share, what the people are like, our experiences we've had. So I think I want to start with, what experiences have you had since you've been here in Istanbul with the people?
Oh yeah, the people have been overall really, really nice.
I think I've had such a positive experience with the people here, and I think it reminds me of why I became Muslim in the first place. Because this is where I discovered Islam, and the people here, you know, it's part of it for me, the kindness, the generosity of the people here. And I think one of the best ways to summarize what people in Turkey are like are from our ride we had with Ahmed, the taxi driver.
Yes.
Yeah.
That drive was crazy. The drive was actually immense. Like, it was a good 40-minute drive, maybe turned into an hour just by the way he was going to. So what was he doing?
I mean, there are some funny aspects of the story, like the fact that he was, I think he was talking to, like, on the phone the whole time he was driving.
Yep, texting. Not like on call, on Bluetooth. He was texting.
He was texting. And he was like driving, like swerving between lanes and then driving really slow. And then he would like use Google Translate on his phone to talk to us. And we would be like trying to stop the conversation because we didn't want him to crash the car. And he's like typing in Google Translate and turning around and looking at us and saying like, you know, first he thought we were Germans, he was translating in German, all these things. It was just
We said English.
ride. It was just a hilarious ride. But jokes aside, he was a really, really, really kind man.
It was. My favourite part was when we actually got to this place. So we were on the top of the street and we couldn't find exactly where the apartment was. So he stepped out of his car to help us. He gave us our stuff and we were just like standing there. And he literally started roaming around the street. He ended up on another street, completely away from his car. Take in mind, his car's still on, ignition still on, and the doors are completely open. Anyone, even me and her, could have easily just jumped in his car and gone off.
Yeah.
But he just didn't care and we loved it.
I know, he was so great. It was like 3 a.m. in the morning, we have to remember that.
Yeah.
And he leaves his car in the middle of the street, all of it on, the key's still in the ignition, just gets out and starts roaming around trying to find our apartment for us. He starts asking random people who are walking by, like, can you help me find this apartment? And we're just standing there with our suitcase, really tired
We just
from our
have no
flight,
idea,
no idea what's going on. And it's our first sort of experience being here. And we were just so overwhelmed with the kindness of everyone. The people that were passing by were stopping and helping. Ahmed was just giving his phone to them. He just literally just gave his phone to strangers and was like, can you help me find this place? And then this guy come on the motorbike. Do you remember?
The delivery driver.
Yeah.
And then he helped us.
Yeah. It looked like he was going to get mad because the car was in the middle of the road. The huge taxi that we were in was in the middle of the road, blocking the road. And the motorbike driver sort of stopped and he like turned around and I thought, oh no, he's going to start shouting at us. And he starts helping us.
Yeah, he did. And he actually reminded the guy to actually turn off his ignition and turn the car off.
He was like, brother, please turn your car off. Someone's going to take your car.
It was amazing.
No, yeah. And then we had us, Ahmed, this random motorbike driver, delivery driver, and we were just roaming around the streets trying to find our apartment. The delivery driver guy was like leading the way. We were walking behind him. Still the taxi's in the middle of the road. And we eventually found our place, alhamdulillah.
And it's a nice place. So
we did get some footage of it. I can probably add it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
that's good.
I'll add the footage right now that we got of us following this motorbike driver.
I have no idea what's going on. This man, taxi driver, has completely left his car right up this hill, completely out of the way. These poor motorbike drivers almost crashed into it.
And now he's helping us find it.
It's like incredible, the companionship and the friendliness of everyone. Just the need to, just for the fear of Allah, to just help as much as you can. It's absolutely amazing. And we've only been for like 5 minutes.
It was so funny.
That's cool.
And I think that really summed it up. The trust they had in each other with their neighbours, their brothers. And I think the kindness they were giving to us, like stopping their work, going out of their way to help people, to help us.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. It's actually amazing, like the way they just are, and the hospitality. That's the best word for it.
Yeah,
Hospitality is
definitely.
absolutely amazing here. Alhamdulillah, it's amazing to be in a Muslim country. It's
Yeah,
absolutely
definitely.
amazing. Yeah.
Definitely.
What's the other big thing that you love?
Oh yeah, the azan is my favorite thing about
Yeah.
being here. Like we hear it so loud from where we're staying. I can see the speakers right now. They're
Yeah.
just there, and we hear it so loudly, and it's one of the best feelings. We always open the door as soon as we hear the azan because we want to hear it as loud as possible.
Yeah, I've had so many moments of just standing here with a cup of coffee or something and just
Yeah.
listening to that, and it's incredible.
If you-
What tea are you drinking?
I'm having elma chai. It's my favorite. It's got little bits of elma, which is apple in Turkish, inside of it.
That's cool.
My elma chai. It's my favorite thing.
I'm having saffron and berries. It's a very unique pinky tea.
I think I feel like a certain trust with the people here. Like I feel like I can trust people. Going to the masjid was an incredible experience.
Yeah, we
'cause
prayed Jummah there.
We prayed Jummah in Blue
Yeah.
Mosque. Masjid is still open, which says a lot about the culture.
Yeah, you can see that on the other video. What's the video called?
Blue Mosque something. I don't know. I don't know my own videos,
Okay,
so I don't watch my own videos.
that's fine. That's fine. Well,
I don't like watching
something you
myself.
didn't
It's
know.
not fun.
That's fine. That's fine.
Do you remember we saw those? I forgot what they're called. They're like blue sort of evil eye type things. We saw them near Blue Mosque. Do you remember they had like keychains and stuff with this blue eye? And I was trying to tell you about what it is and stuff. What do you think of those?
I don't know. I think when we went past the vendor, yeah, he was like, "Oh, this will bring you luck," and all this
Yeah.
stuff. It was right outside the Blue Mosque, and I literally said to him, "What? What? No, it doesn't bring luck. Don't be ridiculous. Everything comes from Allah. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
Allah is Almighty and All Powerful. You don't need an object to bring your luck. Even the Kaaba, the thing we pray towards, is only for directional purposes. You know, it's not actually a power. It's not something we worship. No, we worship Allah. That's what people tend to forget. You know, and I guess when it's scary times like COVID-19 and the pandemic and all of these different diseases coming out and, you know, a lot of panic happening, a lot of troubled places, people tend to go for these superficial things.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just got to stay strong because it literally is a test of our faith.
I think his response to when you said to him about, you know, oh, I think this is haram and stuff, I think his response said a lot. And I think it really showed his intentions because after that, he did say to you, you said, you know, luck comes from Allah. And he was like, yes, yes, luck only comes from Allah. So I think he did understand. He understands that luck comes from Allah. But that certain man, I think maybe the cultural aspect, he got a bit confused. Because obviously, you know, we believe that associating partners with Allah is shirk. So even if it's just like a little object or whatever it is, you know, we believe it's one of the biggest sins. But you also have to look at intention because I honestly don't think that man's intention is thinking that little thing that he had was good luck.
Yeah.
So it's a weird line because someone like me and you
It's
who
trying to
haven't been
sell.
brought up with it,
Yeah.
it's a bit weird because we're like, look, you know, we believe that luck comes from Allah. If you want any kind of goodness, you make dua to Allah. You make sure you're good. You give in charity. You keep up your good character. Things like this. But I think some people who have these kind of evil eye things, I think their intentions are pure. I think they still honestly believe that their luck is coming from Allah. But for some reason, someone's convinced them that maybe this thing is controlled by Allah to give them more luck. And I think that's where, because I honestly don't think they have bad intentions with these like evil eye thingies.
I think it's an object and gullible people will buy them, so people will try to sell them. I think it's
Yeah.
literally just about trying people to sell this little thing. If
Yeah,
you want
but-
you want better luck, and just pray more and pray harder and to remember Allah more, and I guarantee you things will start looking up.
Definitely stay away from it. But I also want to like make sure that people who do have these things are not sort of targeted upon in an
Yeah.
evil way by Muslims, which can sometimes happen.
Yeah, of
Because I
course,
do
yeah.
want to point out that a lot of these people, through the conversation we had with this man, do believe their luck comes from Allah. They're just a bit like confused as to like about this weird evil eye thing because maybe someone's convinced them they need it. Materialism. We don't need materialism in Islam. We have Allah wherever we go. We don't need to buy anything to have Allah with us. We have Allah. We don't need money for that. So, you know, we have to realize that some people
What
who are
is-
using it might be a victim of merchandise. Someone trying to sell them something. Someone's convinced them of a certain way.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, whoever is looking for objects like these to help them out, I really make dua that, you know, they find a better way to connect with Allah,
Yeah.
and yeah, to solve whatever problems they're having, you know, because we all have problems. It just, you know, what defines us is how we overcome them.
I personally say ditch it. I think you say the same. Ditch it. Make sure you're keeping with just Allah. Don't associate partners with Him. But also, people that have it, don't be mean to them. Treat them in an ill way. Try and explain it to them in a kind way. But I don't want any violence to be caused over this thing. Okay, thank you guys for listening. That's our tea talk. I'll see you guys again very soon.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
الحمد لله